Here's a little look at piecewise functions. And what a piecewise function is, it's just a way of writing two functions being essentially added together. So imagine if we had some function like y equals x. Well, that's going to go on forever and ever and ever. So as I zoom out and zoom out and zoom out, this line just keeps going and going and going. It can input values from negative infinity to infinity. It outputs values from negative infinity to infinity. But I could restrict this function. I could say, I'm only going to look at this function for x less than 0. And so what this says is, as long as x is less than 0, I'm going to input the value x. And what we see here is the same value y equals x, only once you get to 0 it stops. Well, I could add another function when x is greater than 0. So when x is greater than 0, and maybe we could say from x is 0 to, 4, let's say I'm some function 2. Oh, cool. So from 0 to 4, no matter what x value I input, I'm going to return the value 2. And maybe we could look at some other function from as long as x is greater than 4, maybe we're back at y equals x. And now while you can't see this, if I zoom out a little bit, so this is a piecewise function, so it's piecing three functions together. We have y equals x as long as x is less than 0. We've got y equals 2 between 0 and 4, and when x is greater than 4, we're back to y equals x. When would you use these functions? There's a ton of times, but for now, this is just a brief introduction to the idea of a piecewise function. Now, there's going to be one short other video that goes into functions a little bit more.